traders and investors alike were green today. Someday in the market. CPI tomorrow, low volume. Day today, low volume chop for a while. I think that, I personally think that a lot of the traders are sitting out until after CPI. A lot of the big dogs, they've got their positions in options. We've been seeing heavy puts coming in. So, they've already built their position. They're ready for it. So we opened up, looked like we were going to run strong. We had a big gap down, basically filled that gap, took that out. You know, Market open, we ran strong. I was a little surprised to see this. And then we snatched back. We chopped. If you draw this chop out, you just have a big old bear flag, basically. And you can draw a line across the bottom. You can see it coming. We took a move down. Bounced back up off our 384.10 level, which is a level we were watching, chopping around. When we broke below this, I was actually talking about this trade. Said if I entered here, it would be 284. I didn't enter, and at one time that trade was over 500 bucks. I did not take the trade. I was just something I was talking about. A lot of times when I put the screen up to share the setups, I don't actually take any trades during that time. So it's hard to focus while I'm too busy talking about them. But we had this big snatch back here at the end of the day. So let's talk about some of the stuff that we had on our radar right from open. So one of the first things I called off was weakness in Microsoft. And at the time, we did not know about the laying off of 1% of their employees, possibly. So we didn't know about that at first, but it opened very weak. Seen it coming, and I called downtrend on Microsoft. So this provided some opportunities. A big pullback. Another one, the second one I started working on calling, which was the biggest honey badger of the day, at least from what I seen, was Boeing here. And it did give entries. It run up fast and hard, give an entry there, flagged into the 9, flagged back into the 9. After that, you were a little extended. And, in that case, you find something else. So that's two that were on our radar. We had banks at open. So if you look, Goldman Sachs, very strong, ripping at open. Wells Fargo, strong at open. Those were the main two I watched. I don't know if I actually checked Bank of America today, but it too had a strong open. And I forgot about Apple. Apple was another honey badger that was on the radar right from open. We've seen relative strength in this compared to the market. So when the market pushed up like that and pulled back and started chopping, Apple continued to push. Apple also had a bullish flow, so that was a good thing. The flow helps in the decision making. Now, airlines were also strong. We're having some report earnings tomorrow. So they were, pushing on that. You can see this is American Airlines. You can see the flag there, the touch of the 9 there and push, the touch of the 9. Just a big move. Of course, after, you're getting here, you're starting to see MACD exhausted. They continue to push through it for a while, but, that to me would have been a little worrisome to get in those trades. I'd probably been looking for something else. Um, Another call out by James. Of course, we watched this chart. It's on our video list, but James had it up on his chart and was able to call this out. AMC, it made a nice move. GME made a nice move as well. We can take a look at that one. So once again, it snatched, sold back in. But right here, you got a nice flag off the 9 right there. That would have been the best entry. And then, we took this level out. Might have been able to get an entry off the 1 on that level due to that being a resistance level that was called out. But especially getting the retest of that level, definite call out there. So let's take a look at Amazon. Amazon Prime Day today seems like they were a little weak. We had more for the second day in a row. We seen uh, price target downgrades for AMD and NVIDIA. It just seems like AMD, you can see right at open when everything else pushed it open, they ripped this back at open. Just seems like somebody's been mad at AMD. Let's take a look at Oxy. Oxy, it pulled back today, but the setup here, once again, here's a support level, sometimes resistance, but it's a level that we call out that's been on the chart for a long time. None of these levels were just put on the chart today. You can see at market open, we tested the 50, stayed under the 5807, which has been called, testing the 50, seeing rejection. So even if you didn't catch that, knowing that you found some support down here at this level, that could have been a opportunity for a trade, push back up. It wasn't a big mover, but there's opportunities there. There's ways to make money, and some traders like slower moving stocks. I like fast moving stocks. Some traders do better with slower moving stocks. I love fast moving momentum. Speaking of that, we'll take a look at Tesla today. So we got this big whip down. I got a 17% scalp in that, then got this big pull down or pull back. So it snatched back. It was pretty terrible. I actually was doing some back testing today, trying to figure out another way to get some entries, and I was watching Tesla while I was doing that. Uh, just trying to get a easier way for members who are struggling to get entries and get a reliable. So we just don't like to. Well, I think it's going to go up. We like to use technicals and have some reliability into our plays. It's just, it just makes you feel more comfortable not guessing and gambling and having some technicals to go by, waiting for certain setups. It's huge. So we also called some small caps this morning pre-market. I was trading before 5 a.m. this morning. Uh, just they were just scalps, but they add up. So HSTO was moving in pre-market. GOEV actually had some news with Walmart that we picked up early. You can see several entries here. You got your 9 there. So nice push here. Pull back, almost flagged to the 9, ripped. Come back into your 9, ripped. Based over, come into your 9 and 20 and ripped again at open. They pulled it back, but that was fine. If you were trading in this in pre-market, you already know you treat pre-market as a trading session. You treat regular market hours as a trading session. If you're trading small cap runners, you already know this, right? Pre-market is a trading session. Never go into market open with your profits left vulnerable. Lock them in, wait for another setup. When you get these big runners like this, a lot of times there's a big dog sitting somewhere who's been sitting on some shares and he's going to look to sell. And that is just the way the market works. They have to make money too. I know. It's the market's fault, right? It's all the market makers' fault, right? We don't think like that. We know there's some crooked stuff in the market. That's fine. We don't talk about it. We build our edge. We accept it. We get in here. We make money every day. So Redbox had a nice push on this. Was able to get a good scalp out of that. Uh, I was a little tempted to try to ride this one out. I am so glad that I was able, or that I did go ahead and take profits. I really, I thought about leaving some shares. Will probably come down and push again, and I went ahead and just sold everything. Glad I did. I wouldn't have left them long, but there's always a possibility to come down to set up that gap and go. In this case, we got a pop and drop, but I was able to catch the scalp. Nice move. TXDM is the other one. And these went out as trade alerts as well for warnings to let anybody who wanted to trade them. We actually posted stuff to Twitter. Actually, that's TXMD. Uh, to Twitter guys, we can't get that posted as quick as we can to Discord, but we're trying to be helpful for everybody. So that basically concludes our video for today. We do have CPI at 8:30 tomorrow, and that's going to be some big decision making there. of where the market's going to be heading in the short term. We're coming into earnings. We're seeing Microsoft laying people off constantly. Every day now we're seeing somebody. Every other day we're seeing somebody, and it's going to soon be to every day. The economy it's worsening, and just like CPI data, bad news may be good news tomorrow. I really don't know how to read it. The one thing I do know is I know how to trade events like this. So at 8:30 in the morning, I'm probably going to be on the screen looking for some scalps, uh, possibly rolling in some scalps, locking in some profits before 9:30 ever gets here. I haven't traded pre-market in a little while, and it felt really good this morning to come into market open and to make already have some cash locked in at market open. I didn't feel as stressed to get in here and make money because at market open we're so busy calling all these plays and calling all this flow. So unlike other discords, we're calling stuff and not, we're calling it before we even have the opportunity to trade it. So and a lot of times we miss the opportunity because we're busy calling it. We're not trying to get in and then let you know. The trade alerts are different. I'm in those, but constantly calling stuff out, calling retest of levels, the option flow. We just don't always have time to take. And I can't trade every single play, but there's just so much going on, and it felt really good to be locked in, some profits locked in before we're going into the market. So we'll probably be trying to do more small cap runners. I mean, I do call them out when I see them, but this morning we actually got in there and traded them. I hope everybody had a green day today. I hope you stay green tomorrow. Use caution, protect that capital. Emotions are one of the biggest problems. That's like, 80% of your trading results are coming from your emotions. And if you're struggling there, that's one of the things we work on in the Discord. If you're struggling finding trades or opportunities, it's, some stuff we do in the Discord. We post a lot of stuff to Twitter. There's a lot of information in the videos. The Facebook gets a lot of stuff. So, you know, I hope to see you in the trading room. If not, we can see you in the Facebook group. We can chat on Twitter, Instagram. Have a good night. Get some rest. See you in the trading room.